Measurement of screw threads. Principles of floating carriage micrometer. It consists of three main units. A base casting carries a pair of centers on which the threaded workpiece is mounted. Another carriage is mounted on it and is exactly at 90 degrees to it. On this is provided another carriage capable of moving towards the centers. On this carriage, one head having a large thimble enabling reading up to 0.02 mm is provided just opposite to it is a fixed anvil which is spring loaded and its zero position is indicated by a fiducial indicator. Thus, the micrometer elements are exactly perpendicular to the axis of the centers as the two carriages are located perpendicular to each other. On the fixed carriage, the centers are supported in two brackets fitted on either end. The distance between the two centers can be adjusted depending upon the length of tie threaded job. After job is fitted between the centers, the second carriage is adjusted in correct position to take measurements and is located in position. The third carriage is then moved till the fiducial indicator is against the set point. The readings are noted from the thimble head. It is now obvious that the axis of the indicator and micrometer head spindle is same and is perpendicular to the line of two centers. The indicator is specially designed for this class of work and has only one index line against which the pointer is always to be set. This ensures constant measuring pressure for all readings. Sufficient friction is provided by the conical pegs to restrain the movement of carriage along the line of centers. The upper carriage is free to float on balls and enables micrometer readings to be taken on a diameter without restraint. Squareness of the micrometer to the line of center can be adjusted by rotating the pegs in the first carriage, which is made eccentric in its mounting. Above the micrometer carriage, two supports are provided for supporting the wires and V pieces for measurement of effective diameter, etc. Measurement of major diameter. For the measurement of major diameter of external threads, a good quality hand micrometer is quite suitable. In taking readings, a light pressure must be used as the anvils make contact with the gauge at points only and otherwise the errors due to compression can be introduced. It is however also desirable to check the micrometer reading on a cylindrical standard of approximately the same size so that the zero error etc. might not come into picture. For greater accuracy and convenience, the major diameter is measured by bench micrometer. This instrument was designed by NPL to estimate some deficiencies inherent in a normal hand micrometer. It uses constant measuring pressure, and with this machine, the error due to pitch error in the micrometer thread is avoided. In order that all the measurements be made at the same pressure, a fiducial indicator is used in place of the fixed anvil. In this machine, there is no provision for mounting the workpiece between the centers and it is to be held in hand. This is to because generally the centers of the workpiece are not true with its diameter. This machine is used as a comparator in order to avoid any pitch errors of micrometers, zero error setting, etc. A calibrated setting cylinder is used as the setting standard. The advantage of using cylinder as setting standard and not slip gauges etc. is that it gives greater similarity of contact at the anvils. The diameter of the setting cylinder must be nearly same as the major diameter. The cylinder is held and the reading of the micrometer is noted down. This is then replaced by threaded workpiece and again micrometer reading is noted for the same reading of fiducial indicator. Thus, if the size of cylinder is approaching that of major diameter, then for a given reading, the micrometer thread is used over a short length of travel and any pitch errors it contains are virtually eliminated. Figure indicating bench micrometer. If D1 is equal to diameter of setting cylinder, R1 is equal to reading of micrometer on setting cylinder, R2 is equal to micrometer reading on thread, then measure diameter is equal to D1 plus R2 minus R1. In order to determine the amount of taper, the reading should be taken at various positions along the thread, and to detect the ovality, 2 or 3 readings must be taken at one plane in angular positions. Measurement of minor diameter. This is also measured by a comparative process using small V pieces which make contact with the root of the thread. The V pieces are available in several sizes having suitable radii at the edges. The included angle of V pieces is less than the angle of the thread to be checked so that it can easily probe to the root of the thread. To measure the minor diameter by V pieces is suitable for only Whitworth and BA threads which have a definite radius at the root of the thread. For other threads, the minor diameter is measured by the projector or microscope. The measurement is carried out on a floating carriage diameter measuring machine in which the threaded workpiece is mounted between centers and a bench micrometer is constrained to move at right angles to the axis of the center by a V-ball slide. The method of the application of V pieces in the machine is shown diagrammatically in figure. The dimensions of V pieces play no important function as they are interposed between the micrometer faces and the cylindrical standard, and standard reading is taken. It is important while taking readings to ensure that the micrometer be located at right angles to the axis of the screw being measured. The selected V's are placed on each side of the screw with their bases against the micrometer faces. The micrometer head is then advanced until the pointer of the indicator is opposite the 0 mark. A note being made of the reading. The screw is then replaced by standard reference disc or a plain cylindrical standard plug gauge of approximately the core diameter of the screw to be measured, and second reading of the micrometer is taken. If reading on setting cylinder with V pieces in position is equal to R1 and reading on thread is equal to R2 and diameter of setting cylinder is equal to D1, then minor diameter is equal to D1 plus R2 minus R1. Readings may be taken at various positions in order to determine the taper and ovality.